Chino Juan Moreno. Special guest, Mccannimation.
There. So, hello there, and welcome back to another Chino Juan Moreno stop motion show. This is the Don't Stop the Motion series. This is episode 3, and we are so happy, so glad to have a very special guest. We have Mccannimation over here, which is an amazing YouTuber. YouTuber slash Instagrammer slash stop motion epic animator. So thank you, man, for coming. This is where the people clap. Hey, hello, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm good. It's good to be on the show.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, this is awesome.
This is my honor, man. This is my honor. This is going to be epic. Thank you so much for coming. And actually, you're one of the first persons that got into my crazy avatar stuff and have a Star Wars related avatar.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Before we jump into action, what can you tell us about your work, man? I'm a big fan.
About my work, so I started stop motion as a kid and just kind of had fun, and then kind of forgot about it for several years. And then one day I was looking on YouTube, and it was some of your videos, the Darth Maul one especially.
Oh, really?
Got me to get excited about stop motion again. And so I dug up my old toys and started messing around. That was back in 2016. I got back into it.
Okay.
And I've just been having fun with it.
That's super awesome, man. I think I think for the people that I've been talking in the community, I think we share this love for the action figures, and that goes and pass into the stop motion or the other way around, you know. So what was your first approach? What do you like first, the figures and then the stop motion, or how do you go?
They're probably equal, actually. I wouldn't buy more figures unless I was planning to make stop motion with it.
Okay.
But then sometimes I'll just have a small idea in my head for a video, and I'll go buy a figure, but then I'll never end up making that video. But I kind of collect. Yeah, I kind of collect because of stop motion, and then it's a vicious cycle. Like, I buy them to make a video, but then I don't make a video, and then keep buying them, and then
same here. I never get to find to animate every single figure that I got, and I keep adding figures into the boxes, into the shelves, and I'm like, damn it, I need to animate that dude some way, somehow. But yeah, same with me, man.
Yeah, I would say every figure I've bought since 2016 had at least some idea for a stop motion video attached to it. But most of them, haven't been made.
Yeah, same for me. But there are some figures that I just like because of the figure, you know. Like nowadays, we do have some epic figures for every toy company, for almost every single franchise over there. I remember back when I started the Teenage Ninja Turtles, there was no Casey Jones, no decent Casey Jones figure, and I had to make my custom figures. So now we have NECA.
Yeah, I remember that.
And all the brands. Yeah. Every single character, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I remember it was a Casey Jones versus Raph that you did.
Yeah. That was custom Marvel Legends. Custom Marvel Legends, and I remember back in the day we had only the NECA. We had the Nickelodeon Turtles, which I was very close to animate with that one. And then we had the Playmates super articulated ones, and that's the one that got into the video because of the different scales from the Rebel Tech and the Casey Jones that I wanted to use. So yeah, now we need a lot of budget to just keep up with the companies. You know?
Nice.
I think the market is oversaturated, and now especially
Yeah.
with this Christmas season, I think after Christmas there's going to be a lot of offers and all of the figures. So that could be something cool to just opportunities to get new figures that you would normally won't get if they're overpriced or even a regular price. And then after Christmas, everything goes down, and you can get some pretty cool deals, man. Any figure that you
Yeah.
are want to hunt that is
Nice.
on your radar?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy world collecting.
Yeah, man. Especially scampers, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any figures that you got recently, or any figure that is on your radar right now?
Kind of more like, have you seen Mythic Legions at all?
Oh, dude, I'm so afraid to look at those figures because they look super impressive, man. And I just wish
Yeah.
to those are the kinds of army build figures that the more you
Yeah.
get, the better it looks. That happened to me with my, I think the
Yeah.
only army I have is a clone army, and I
Okay.
just decided I just needed to stop because at some point there was no more room in the screen for more soldiers, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are
Yeah.
terrific.
Yeah,
Do you
that
have any?
I have a few, and they go on pre-order like 2 years in advance. So
Oh
I
man.
don't have any on pre-order, but I'm thinking about if I probably need to sell a bunch of stuff I have, and then
Okay.
I'm not going to get anything new probably until I sell off a bunch because I got too much right now. Need to make
Big
some space. But,
big question about your work. Is that
mhm.
I'm super amazed with the animation that you have with the horse. Those are Mythic Legends?
Oh yeah, that's boss fight. So Mythic Legions is like 1/12 scale, and boss fight is 1/18 scale.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
They're
yeah, so they
super
look kind of
detailed.
similar. Yeah,
Okay.
and so boss fight I really love too, and they got me doing videos for them kind of as as long as I can keep up with what they want me to do.
Okay, dude, that
Yeah.
video is just impressive. The horse scenes are very unique on their own technique. I think you used what do you call, like a cylinder grass to make it look like an
Yeah.
infinite field?
Yep.
Dude,
Yeah, and
that's
I just
amazing.
that horse that's on your desk, that's the same one that I used.
Okay.
That white horse right there. You see him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that so? That's a 118. I've been wanted to get a horse for a long time, and the actually the Mythic Legends is just amazing, man. It's super impressive, but I think it's
Oh
a little
yeah.
bit over my budget. And now we have the
Yeah.
McFarlane's horse, but it's not that much articulated, you
Oh
know.
yeah. Is it not very okay? I was thinking about maybe get looking into that one, but I wasn't sure how
Okay.
articulated it was. So
Yeah, a horse is something that is in my wish
yeah.
list to animate, man. It's something that a horse and a rider, that's super impressive, man.
Yeah, it's I've been wanting to do that for a while too, and that's how I started working with Boss Fight. I kind of reached out to them and offered to make that video, and basically said if you guys like it, I'd be down to make more videos for you guys. And
Okay. So how did
luckily, they
that
liked the
happen
video, and
for you with the commission project? How does that work? So these guys, you reach to them, and then they look at your
mhm,
work and they like it, and what happened over there? Can you tell me about the
yeah,
contract part, or how they get to see you, or how it happened? You know?
yeah. So I emailed them, and I sent them some clips, and at first they were really nice and said it might not work out like the timing right now, and then and so I offered to just do one just for fun
Okay.
with the horses, and then we basically said if you guys like it, we can try doing some more videos, and so it was like a test run
Okay.
with the
Okay.
horses.
And I'm
Yeah,
guessing
and
also
yeah,
I'm guessing it's the time. It's something that it needs to be planned in advance because if they want to launch a new figure, you need to get the figure first, then the market, so you can do the
Yeah.
animation before it launch. And so when the time of the video comes out, it matches the time of the release of the figure, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So usually they'll usually get, I think, I don't know exactly how it works, but I think they get prototypes first, which you can't work with because
you can mess around
they're
with
just,
those, right?
yeah. But then they get like a sample from the factory, and then they send me the sample, which is the real figure, but it's just like they gotta sample it and approve it. Yeah, see, there's the
Okay.
horse that I
Yeah.
animated with. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I do have some. I
Yeah.
need to get my. I always use the Mega Bloks figures to get them over there, so it looks like the figures is playing with another figure or the Legos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's terrific, bro. So man, I do have so many questions on my mind right now, but let's just
Okay.
go with the flow and let's go into the first question for the night, which we kind
Okay.
of talk about it a little bit. So there's going to be the band playing over here. So guys, please make
Yeah.
your work happen.
They sound great.
Yeah, yeah, they should because they charge a lot of money, you know. So, anyways,
Oh
can you
yeah.
tell me a little bit about how you got into stop motion? What was probably your first project? How long have you been doing stop motion? What did you learn, or some of the
Okay.
first experience that you had?
So my very first intro to stop motion was when, like I was saying earlier, it was when I was a kid. And my older brother, he's 4 years older than me. So I was probably like 9 years old, and I had a lot of Star Wars figures from the '90s, the Power of the Force,
Okay, okay.
like Kenner figures.
Are
And
those
I walked,
5 points articulated fears, right?
yeah, yeah, and they got like big muscles, like Luke. Lando has like a six pack through his shirt.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But anyway, yeah. So I like walked downstairs into our basement, and I saw my brother with a camera, this big, huge camera that fit like a VHS tape in it, and
Okay.
uh, he he was making a video with them, and he's like, "Don't touch anything. I'm making a
Okay.
claymation," and I was like, "What is that?" And then he just showed me how to do it, and
So
he made a lot
your
of videos with his friends.
so your
Um,
brother knew how to do
and
it
yeah,
first?
yeah, my older brother,
Okay.
and then so I kind of messed around a little bit with. We used clay most of the time, and
Okay.
then I used my Star Wars figures a couple of times, and
Okay,
then
okay, man.
yeah, and then I kind of
That
forgot about it for like several years until I don't know. It
and
was probably like 2013.
okay.
I
So
started like I saw some videos on YouTube, and then like yours and a couple others. Like Marino Kid is a really good one.
oh, that dude, he's out
Yeah,
of the radar right now, right? He hasn't posted in a while, or
yeah. I think he's doing more live action stuff. It seems
he
like,
he's
but
amazing, bro. If you're watching
yeah.
this, he inspired me a lot, man. His videos are terrific,
Oh yeah,
bro. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
that's
yeah, that was
awesome.
like 2013ish. I think and then it wasn't until like 2016 maybe where I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually try to start messing around with this again.
Okay, okay.
So
That's super cool. So
yeah.
when you started, what did you use? Because I remember when I was kid, I was into animation generally when I was younger, and it was super hard to put together an animation.
Yeah.
Because putting the 24 frames together was just a journey, man. Just I remember I was using PowerPoint presentations and just go through very fast through each slide, and the files were
Oh,
super
that's
big,
funny.
and that just blew up some computers, and then the editing of the stop motion was just a challenge. What was that the same story for you? Did you have experience like that?
Are you talking about as a kid or
Yeah, yeah, or
so?
with your first videos? Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, we used clay to start off with, and we had a really big camera, like when you put on your shoulder,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and
yeah,
and you know, like the old VHS tapes.
yeah.
You'd stick one of those in it, and it had a setting.
To go one frame.
Uh, no, for one
Oh,
second.
oh man, yeah.
So
So okay,
it was
yeah.
like it was like a time lapse. Every minute it would record a video for 1 second.
Okay.
So our very first videos, our figures moved this fast. Like,
Aha, yeah. 1 second at a time. Yeah.
yeah. So it
Yeah,
was very
same
slow
for me.
frame rate. It was 1 frame per second, basically.
So any new kid
And
that is
then
watching this, you should be thankful because of technology.
yeah.
Right now, you can do it
Oh yeah.
with your phone, and that's super easy to make.
Yeah. So we would push fast forward on our VCR to watch it, so it would be a little bit faster.
Oh, okay. I never came up with that trick, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then and then and then we got a new digital camera, and that could go a lot faster. But we wouldn't take a picture, we would record a video and then turn it off really fast. So it was like
Okay. Click, click.
record video like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Oh,
then we just learned new ways to like make it look faster. I didn't even know anything about 24 frames a second or anything about frame rate. We just knew that the
practically,
faster we could play
like
our
that.
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, it wasn't
That's
until like later on when I was older when I learned about like frame rates and all that. So
That's super awesome. And actually, wait a little bit. I just need you to
yeah.
please. I think this is something we have a lot in common. So now that you mentioned that one, I just really wanted if you could sign my Darth Maul figure for me. You know,
Oh,
because we have like a
oh, dude, you should.
because
Man,
we have like a
this is the figure.
this is my favorite character of all time, so this should be more often in my
Uh,
channel, you know? So let's make like a, I think this feels like a Christmas nacimiento, you know? Are you familiar with that one? A Star Wars
yeah, a Christmas,
Christmas nacimiento. I don't
the,
know the word in English,
the
but
holiday special. Or,
yeah. So can you sign my
yeah,
Darmo figure? Because
oh, of course,
I
man.
think I just want
You,
to bring this up, you know. I think Darmo is the
yeah,
thing that we have in common, and
yeah.
I'm super waiting for your Darth Maul versus Darth Vader to come out.
Ah,
So what happened with that, man? Can you tell
I
me
was
about
scared
it?
you were gonna ask about this. Okay,
I needed to. Sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay. The world needs to know the story.
Okay, okay,
It's not so. There's a okay. So originally, it was I just wanted to do Darth Vader versus Darth Maul for fun, and I was really excited about the hyper real Darth Vader that Hasbro made. That's like 8 inches or 8 or 9 inches tall.
okay.
Um,
I never knew he was that special. I think it was a 6 inches figure.
yeah, no, he's a little bit bigger. And then I made that custom Darth Maul with the sticky bones
Yeah, those are
uh,
super awesome to
puppet.
animate, right?
Oh yeah, dude, that thing's amazing. Yeah, I it's still dressed up as Darth Maul though, so I haven't done much with it. So okay, the story behind it is I basically wrote a few episodes actually about Darth Vader, Darth Maul, kind of both wanting revenge on Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they're kind of fighting each other because each one wants to kill
The other
Obi-Wan.
one,
Yep,
right?
there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
Yeah.
custom, man.
Um, and so when I started making that, I had a lot more time to do stop motion, and I had like so much momentum. Like I was doing it all day, like every day. And then when the pandemic hit, I uh, I had to I lost some of my clients.
Okay.
Um, like for video work, and so I went back to my old job, and I'm still there actually. And so I lost a lot of momentum, and then they started talking about the Kenobi series coming out, and how Obi-Wan was gonna fight Darth Vader again.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, I was really excited about my video because I was trying to make it fit into the canon story.
Yeah. So
as
it
much
could
as
be
I could.
like a possibility of a spin-off, right? Or
Yeah, exactly. And then I enjoyed the Kenobi show, and there were some similarities actually with some of the ideas I had,
dude.
except for Darth Maul. Darth Maul wasn't in it, but then I kind of just lost steam and lost momentum because I wanted to make this look really special and
How, how
make
long did you
everything
want
look.
it to make it to last? Like we're talking about like a 15 minutes video, 30 minutes, some few episodes
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, about 15 to the total probably would have been like 15 to 20 minutes, and it would have been shorter, maybe like 5-minute
Okay.
episodes.
Dude, that's super
Um,
ambitious. Super ambitious.
yeah,
And
so
how much of
yeah.
footage do you have right now? How much progress have you made on that one?
Oh,
I'm guessing you have like several
well, I
minutes.
haven't worked on it. Not several minutes. I
Okay.
really haven't worked on it at all since the trailer. Actually, I released the
Okay.
trailer, and then
What did the prisoner tell you about Kenobi?
You'll have to try harder than that, Lord Vader.
that was like right at the start of the pandemic,
Okay.
and I had everything my time got screwed up, so it really has been on hold. But so here's the plan for the future, though. I After watching the Kenobi series, I have kind of been rewriting it
Okay.
to still be like a season 2 maybe of Kenobi where Darth Maul gets introduced into
Okay.
the
Okay.
show. Did you watch the show, the series?
I just wanted to jump into that. So funny story
Okay.
over here for I know my core fans are into Chino Juan Moreno because of the Star Wars things that I did in the past. But for me the love relationship with the Star Wars got into a point where I just stopped caring about Star Wars after the
Yes.
prequels. You know, Kylo Ren is a terrific character, but he's how do you say, a brat? You know, and just Ray didn't do it for me, and so. I just
Yeah.
realized when these movies came out, I just lost momentum, and I got so pissed because they canceled the Clone Wars series, and I had all of my figures
Yeah.
are 3.75 inches. So when
Hmm.
I was watching the figures, I actually got so disappointed. And for me,
Yeah.
one thing to note is that I just don't have any figure from the prequels, you know. So for me to
Yeah.
to see Star Wars figures on the shelf on the Walmart and not caring about those, for me that was like the point that got me away. And
Yeah.
I think the last figure that I got was maybe my friend what's the name? The guy from Andor. He's a Mexican guy. It's an amazing Diego Luna. So his character is awesome. I think
Sebastian.
that's the one that I got, the last one. And
Yeah.
so I stopped doing
Yeah.
Star Wars stop motion, which I shouldn't have never. I really do have like some other episodes on
No.
my head, you know. But anyways, going
Yeah.
back to your
Yeah.
question, if I watch Kenobi. I did.
Oh, sorry. Well, before you get back to that question, sorry.
Okay.
Like I was gonna say, I didn't even mention that, but that's part of the reason as well why I kind of lost momentum on the Darth Maul, Darth Vader video. Just overall Star Wars, like the excitement has kind of gone down for me, which I still love Star Wars. And like, I think I started animating most of the stuff right after the finale of Clone Wars,
Okay.
which was 2020, I think.
When they
And
got
so
back
that
into
hype
that
kind of got
one,
me
right?
going.
Yeah. When they got back into that
Yeah,
one,
but then
I just
yeah,
I
but then
couldn't go through the final season because of the Ahsoka episodes were so boring, man. And Ahsoka was so cool.
those,
And my brother was like, dude, you have to finish that
yeah,
series. And
that's
I'm like, I couldn't stand Ahsoka and their friends. And I just haven't finished the last
yeah.
season. I need to do that. I haven't got into the Bad Batch series.
The last four episodes.
Okay, I need to watch that
So
for
yeah,
sure. And I'm afraid so
just
because
skip to the last episode 4 of Clone Wars. So.
okay, when I do so, I'm sure I'm going to need to do another Clone Wars episodes, and I do have some ideas
Yeah.
for Kit Fisto and Mace Windu. So I just
Okay.
my original idea was to make a Jedi episode or an episode for each cool Jedi that I love, and my top
Yeah.
Jedi's are Kit Fisto, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, which already have their episodes and I wanted to do maybe a Plo Koon or maybe a custom Jedi that nobody knows, so I can mess around with the story, which happened in the first Darth Maul video. That Darth Maul
Yeah.
kills two custom Jedi's that nobody knows, and
Oh yeah.
nobody's going to complain if I kill them. So
Yeah.
as you can tell, I'm into killing the heroes because I think that's more interesting how they go down and. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Kenobi, I haven't finished that one because I just couldn't stand little Leia. Don't call me a
Yeah.
hater, but I think
Uh,
it didn't add anything into the story. And so, anyways,
yeah.
but then I got into the point where Hayden Christensen appeared in the shows, and that just blew my mind, bro. And I'm super
Yeah.
excited about that one. And I think from that the series goes up, and I haven't finished
Yeah.
it. I need to go
Yeah.
back and revisit that one. So
Yeah. It has, I think, good moments and kind of slow moments, and yeah. So it's not the same as it used to be. It's definitely not the same.
I think to Star Wars happened before it is happening right now to Marvel, which is the very few content that we have about Star Wars was just gold. Everything was a super cool
Mhm.
product. And when they
Yeah.
started oversaturating the stories and for every single part of Star Wars that you haven't seen on the screen, there's a story. So if you haven't seen Han
Yeah.
Solo sneeze, they're going to make a movie about that, and nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
I think it washed off from me, and now that I know Andor is super cool, Mandalorian for sure. That's the kind of content that we need for Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
That
man.
was good. Yeah.
So this is something I want to tell you about. So first, to the people, go and do you have a Patreon? If you do, I need people to
No,
go and
no.
support you. So probably you should get one. And the other one is that I wanted to get. I was this close to get a Darth Maul figure because Darth Maul is my favorite character probably from all times. But he's just over there,
Yeah.
forbidden by the universe and stuff like that. But that's my guy. If somebody actually that was going to be my avatar, but I don't have the Darth Maul figure. So
You had one, but then you gave it away probably for your contest.
yeah, that's the one because originally that I got that one for myself, but the elbows joints were awful. It was just like one single
Oh yeah.
joint. So I was
Yeah.
thinking about going crazy on the lightsaber fights. But anyways, maybe I just get that one again. And if I do, I would love to collaborate into your project. I know you are. This is
Ooh.
something I want to tell you. If you want me to do something, I would love to collaborate if I can. But
That
I
sounds
know
awesome.
I know you are way ahead of any of you are way ahead of most of the animators that I know in the photography department. You know, your photography on each video, on each project,
Well, thanks.
your lighting is way more awesome than mine, man.
It's
So
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
is that something for your work, right? You need to you do that professionally, right?
Yeah. So before I got back into stop motion, I started my own video business where I just made commercials for companies. And so
Okay.
I saved up a lot of saved up some money with my wife. Together we bought some decent camera equipment,
Okay.
and yeah, and then now I use it all for stop motion. I don't
I
really do
can
live action commercials anymore, just only stop motion now. So
I can really tell, man.
yeah,
Your eye for photography is way high, way high. It
well,
really
thank you.
it can be
So
shown miles away.
one thing about that, one thing that's really helped with that, not necessarily the equipment, but one account that I followed for a long time was Star Wars The Black Series on Instagram, and he just features a lot of really good toy photography.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, and so that toy photography was kind of a big inspiration for me. Like I love the sets that they build and the cool lighting, and then I want to have that carry over to stop motion. And
Some of
so
your projects
for anyone
actually
out there,
look like that, you know, like little pieces of parts of the movies that you probably like for example, you have one that I love, which is very simple, but it's super well made. It's the part where Luke is on the Falcon Millennium cockpit where he shoots, and there's a TIE fighter passing by. And just a little loop of animation, you know. And you have many
oh
projects like
yeah,
those that they are super sweet, man. And I can tell you put a lot of effort on just setting everything up, you know?
yeah, I think that's might be a reason why I don't put as much content out there as I'd like to, because I think I'm really picky about my sets and my lighting, and sometimes it's just overwhelming. Like to do, like I would love to make like a 20-minute video, which is what I was trying to do with the Darth Maul,
Okay.
but it's so time consuming and
Okay.
don't have the
For
budget.
for example, check this out, man. Check this out. Oh, wait. Spoiler alert. I just wanted to show this one, which I
Okay.
freaking love, man. You have to tell me about the process of making this one. This is live. This is a time lapse of you actually animating on the real field. So you went all the way into
So
that path, or what?
yeah, that was all outdoor. It was 1/6 scale, so it was bigger,
Okay,
and I mounted my GoPro on the front of the speeder bike.
dude, that's
So I was
just
holding it like
impressive.
this.
Yeah. Okay,
I
okay.
was walking around the forest like that, yeah.
Oh man,
And then I just
how
added some
long did
motion
it took
blur
you?
afterwards.
How long
That
did
one
it
was
took
pretty
you?
fast actually.
Because the
Like
animation really matches
probably
the environment, you know? I was thinking
an hour
probably, sorry.
an hour and a half, yeah.
Okay, I was thinking probably
No.
the way to for me to make it was to shoot the forest, you know, and then shoot
Mm-hmm.
the Ewok on a green screen and try to emulate the lighting.
Mm,
You know, I thought it was like that, but now that you tell
yeah.
me that you did it practically, I'm more impressed, man. That's super sweet and awesome.
I wish the one thing I wish I didn't have it handheld though, because it was kind of shaky. I wish I had a
Okay,
tripod to make
okay.
it a little better, but it still worked out. It was all right.
Yeah, because of the blurriness. I think actually with a tripod could be even worse if you have not an even ground, you know? It will move around every single time.
Yeah, mate. That's
Maybe. Yeah, man, that's super crazy.
that's a good point.
I do have some footage of the I have this video of the who never saw, and after that video, I kind of that just pushed me away more from Star Wars because nobody saw that video, and I was super excited about it. The one with the dogfight of Poe Dameron, that I just got this pretty cool location of a small river, and I took a lot of footage of that river.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's a travel, and I have like TIE fighters versus X-wings, and I was super excited. It's actually
Yeah.
not stop motion, right? But
Yeah.
it's more like a composition. But I was super excited about that,
Yeah.
and nobody watched it. But I do
I
have
saw it. I saw it. Yeah.
the raw footage is
I
me
remember that.
just running around the river, and I do have
Yeah.
some unused footage of an actual. I got a drone, and I got back into that
Oh,
location, and the footage from the drone is 300 times way better. And I haven't used
yeah.
that
Okay,
one. I haven't used that one, but I really
dude.
I don't know, man. If we
Dude, that's awesome.
collaborate, that I can offer you that footage, and maybe you can use it. So maybe we can do
Dude,
something together. So yeah, man, I'm up for it.
actually, here I have a clip actually that we could maybe work together. It's Poe Dameron in a cockpit. Here, I'll send you the clip later if you want to edit it in. But
That's awesome, man. That's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I hope we find the time because
so basically, no,
in
okay.
real life, because
Yeah,
I've been struggling to get time into getting into filming and stuff like that. But yeah, man, for sure, count on me.
yeah.
I'm up for it.
So basically what I did is the X-wing, the front,
Yeah.
I cut a hole. I took the nose off and cut a hole in it and stuck a camera
Oh, so you have a
up there, so it's like inside
so you see
inside
from
the cockpit. Yeah.
in Spanish that shot is called contrapicada. I don't know the name of that shot in English, but it's the shot where you see the character from
Yeah, so it's like
from a low angle, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That shot must be crazy. I never could have got that shot, because I used it for the cockpit. I do have the 3.75 inch X-wing, but I could never fit
Mhm.
the camera in there, and I wanted to get like a mini camera for those inside of the vehicles shots and stuff like that. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
that should
Yeah.
look awesome.
Yeah, the camera I used for that was people use it to like clean their pipes. It's really
Okay.
long and it has a bendy wire with the camera on the end.
Okay, man.
So I drilled a hole in the front of the X-wing and stuck it. Yeah, I'll send you that clip.
That's super awesome, man. And another thing I wanted to animate for so long, it's I forgot the name of the vehicles. I know there are more hardcore fans of Star Wars than me. I'm just a very basic fan, and I don't know any names of any other character and pistol and gun and trooper. So, but I wanted to animate what do you call it? The robot that has two legs, the AT something. I know
the
that.
ATST.
Yeah,
ATST.
I know the dog is the AT
Yeah.
something, and this one is the one that has only
Yeah.
two legs. I got that one, but the legs are
Yeah.
crappy to animate because they lock into
Yeah.
position, and it's just impossible.
Mhm.
But I wish I could animate with that one as well, and probably make a trick where it's not fully animated, but some part is raw footage with some stop
Yeah.
motion, and it's mixed.
Have you seen the new Star Wars line, like the Micro Galaxy Squadron, those ships?
Dude, I want to get every single
Yeah.
one of those, but they are super expensive.
Yeah.
In that video, I use the
They have an
Micro Machines one.
ATST.
Okay,
Yeah, they have an
okay.
ATST, and I'm not sure how the legs are, but you might be able to animate that one,
Okay,
the
okay.
ATST from there.
Yeah, man, those looks terrific. For that Poe Dameron video, I used the ones that got into. They released some Black Series vehicles, but they are not in the
Oh,
same
yeah.
scale. So I use those ones. They're very detailed. But yeah, I switch into the scales of those ones. But the new ones,
Okay.
the Micro Series, they just terrific, man. But they're super expensive. It's really not like
Yeah.
I will probably get the cool ones,
Yeah.
just one or two in the future, maybe. But yeah, they're super
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
So, anyways, let's. I want to jump into the next question. Sorry, I feel if we don't stop, we could
Oh, yeah,
just
you're good.
talk for days. I feel like we have a lot in
That's true.
common, man. So, for the next questions, it's about your projects. What's going on in your projects? What's next on the stop motions? what can you tell us about your new content that probably come out very soon, hopefully?
So, okay, let's see. So I got client projects, and then I got fun projects, like personal projects on the side. So I got a couple client ones that will be coming out soon. You'll probably see more client work from me more often.
Okay.
But I won't talk about those. Some personal ones. So there's two other animators I'm collaborating with right now to do. I don't want to spoil too much because
Is that one
they haven't
Donnie?
said anything yet.
Is Donnie one of them?
Oh no, we did the turtle collab together though, which we still need to post that on our pages. We haven't posted that yet.
Please do
No,
so.
it's with Star Wars Black Series clips.
Okay.
He did the Chucky
Yeah,
and Ash
he's
one
amazing. He's on
yeah.
my interviewing list as well. He should be a next guest
Oh, cool.
somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super cool.
So him and Zach Moore stop motion, or
Okay.
the stop motion Zach is his name now on Instagram.
Okay.
He just did the Avengers farting to kill with Galacticus.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that one.
I need to watch that one. Probably I have,
so
but
S3,
probably I have.
yeah, it was pretty
okay.
recently. Yeah. He's a good account to follow. But both of those two are really good. So we've been talking for about a month.
Yeah, I'm
right?
sure.
We wrote a
Yeah.
script together.
Sorry, I saw it. He
Yeah.
did a Christmas one with Crossbones, and I love the one with the Red Captain. You know, yeah, his work is amazing. He
Yes.
should be in
Yeah.
the show as well.
Yeah. So look forward to that. I'll just say it's a Star Wars one. Because I don't want to spoil it without talking about it with them first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Roger.
so us three are, yeah.
Okay,
And
man,
then
that's really cool.
I have a video about that. I actually finished a 2-minute scene. I finished it actually like almost 2 years ago. And I haven't posted it yet.
Okay.
And it's about Luke and Leia, and I didn't post it yet because it's not the first scene of the short film that I want to make, but
okay. So it will be like a spoiler or something.
I might post it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I might just post it anyway, just because I might not ever finish the project, so I might post what I already did.
So do you have like a lot of unfinished work that you haven't posted, or?
Not a lot. Probably just that one, the 2-minute one, and then some future projects that I've got lots of Star Wars ideas, but I kind of want to put those on hold about Star Wars, and then I want to do. I have all the Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures.
Whoa,
which
cool, yeah.
They're not super posable, but you could still do something cool with them, I think.
Yeah, those ones have some pretty cool courses, right? As well.
So not the old, the new ones.
Okay.
Have been coming out.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I don't remember the name. Toy Biz did the old one.
Yeah.
That Diamond Select ones. A lot of people don't like them, and I can see why. But I think you could do. I think I could do a fun stop motion with those, which I really want to do. Want to do that soon.
Lord of the Rings that's another franchise that I would really love to do some work of, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
I just need to pick my battles because it takes forever to make a stop motion. But yeah, I do have some of the old Toys, especially Legolas and Aragorn, and I just wanted to add some.
Okay.
Probably I will do a spoiler. Probably I will do a crossover about guys with a bow. You know, so there's Hawkeye. So there's of course Legolas. So there's who else has a bow? Probably Link from Zelda. You know, he could be like a bow guy. Yeah, I wanted to. I had this raw idea on my head about dudes from the forest, and probably Zelda and Legolas. They are both an elf. They live in the forest, and so they
Yeah,
could have something going on over there, you know. Or probably
that's cool.
you could do some crossover as well with the Ewoks, you know, some Middle Earth and Ewoks. Like
Oh yeah,
they live in the same forest. I don't know. Yeah, could be cool, man.
yeah, that's funny.
So
Yeah.
do you have any favorite toy brand?
Uh, well, I I guess I don't know. I like a lot. Like, I mean, obviously,
That series,
I'm not
right?
just saying it because they're my client, but I do like Boss. I do like Boss Fight a lot. And then I like Mythic Legions a lot. It
Yeah,
could just be because lately I've been into like Lord of the Rings type stuff
yeah.
with like swords and like fantasy type stuff. So,
Are,
but
are
yeah,
you?
I mean, uh, I like Black Series, but I don't have a lot of figure arts, but I definitely like figure arts, the quality a lot better.
Yeah,
First when it comes to Star Wars, but those are expensive.
yeah, kind
Ooh,
of.
actually, probably my all-time favorite toy like line is the samurai Star Wars figures from
Oh,
Bandai.
dude. Yeah, those look
Yeah,
sick, man.
I
Those look sick.
I actually like started collecting those, and I had some stop motion ideas for that too, but just been too many ideas, and I got to pick, like you're saying, you got to pick your battles.
You gotta pick the projects that you are
But
going to fully commit into, right? Because otherwise
yeah,
I think that was one of the problems of my channel before. I jumped into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then I go into Star Wars, and then I went into the Fast and Furious, and then I went into Transformers. So right now
yeah,
I just try to hold myself and do
yeah,
stuff that is linked together, so everything comes part of the bigger story, you know. But yeah, man,
yeah.
I definitely feel you. So, anyways, what
Hey,
can you
can I ask
tell
you a
me?
question about your series?
Yeah, for sure, man,
Oh,
for sure. Any.
so and you can cut this, you can edit this out if it's a spoiler.
Okay, okay.
I just I remember it with your competition. You said no Star Wars figures,
Okay.
and I was
Oh,
wondering,
dude,
was that just
dude,
because like later on you want to have them come in, or
dude.
is it because you just don't want Star Wars in there?
The main idea is in my head for so long. So, now that you ask, I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler, but
Yeah, you can edit it out,
I think this idea has been cool in the past for I think it was a stop motion sack
cut it
actually.
out. Like you don't have
No,
to spoil
no,
it if you don't want.
don't worry. I think this is this is going to be the spoiler, you know?
I already, yeah, I think I know what you're
You
getting
know what
at.
I'm talking about, and then it's going to be like,
Yeah,
Avengers call me boss for a reason, and then you know. So
yeah, dude.
Mace Fury is a thing of many fans, and yeah, probably I use probably Mace Windu is going to be a big part of the final battle of the end game
Yeah.
battle, you know? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
For
Okay.
sure, man. So yeah, and I think also I think there's some very cool opportunities of crossovers in the space with
Yeah.
the Star Wars and the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
crossovers could happen as well, and I think I'm super excited. But to be honest, Darth Vader and Darth Maul obviously are in my villain superhero team. You know, the crossover superhero team. But I
Yeah.
think, to be honest, I really think that I saw this video of a live footage of Spider-Man versus Darth Maul, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I saw the Batman versus Darth Vader. And to be honest with
Hmm.
you, I think Star Wars has this thing where you have overpowered characters like the Jedi's, and then you have regular dudes like you and me, you know, and
Hmm.
and those human power likes are able to stand toe to toe like Jango Fett versus Obi-Wan. That's an epic fight.
Yeah.
It was made super brilliant because we all know Obi-Wan could kill a human character like that so easily. Actually, Mace Windu just chopped the head off the original Django. So
Yeah.
for me, I think Darth Vader has no match. Even probably
Yeah.
Superman or probably some character like that. But it's really hard for me to think about equal matches because I think the
Yeah.
Jedi's are. I don't know, man. Probably because we have no point of reference, and the Star Wars power
Yeah.
levels are over the place. So one Jedi could kill a
Yeah.
Padawan, but then the Padawan could kill Palpatine, but then Palpatine could be killed by a stormtrooper. So everything is messed up. So you really don't have a ruler, like it's not clear
Way to measure. Yeah.
who will win in a
Yeah.
fight. So if you add Marvel or other characters into that, I think it's going to be more complicated. But yeah, I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be a good match for a Jedi? Like Mace Windu versus who in which other universe could be a good match? That's
Yeah.
the
It's hard.
thing that is holding me back.
Yeah. It's funny. Like when I was thinking of ideas for the samurai figures, they also have the samurai Marvel figures as well. And so I was thinking of ideas for crossing those over as well. Like I think it would be fun to have like the Mandalorian or Boba Fett with their
Yeah.
Beskar armor against like Wolverine with his adamantium
Oh,
claws.
dude.
Like what metal is stronger?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Captain
that would be
America's
cool.
shield, like have those different metals like going against each
Interact
other.
with each other. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be cool. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
and also I think some species can blend in together. Pretty cool. But I think
Yeah.
if you are going to put a fight between uh, a Jedi versus a Marvel character, for example, I think probably Doctor Strange could pass as a Jedi. So in that kind of matter, or maybe Wanda can fight on that. But once you get with a lightsaber, nobody is a match. I think a lightsaber, in my personal opinion, a lightsaber will just go through butter into the Captain America shield.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no weapon in the Marvel universe to match a lightsaber. So
Yeah.
that's my thing. I don't know if people share this thought with me, but yeah. So for example,
Yeah.
Mace Windu. Once I get Mace Windu, there's no going back. Like who could stand
Yeah.
to Mace Windu? Probably nobody.
Yeah.
Maybe Thanos. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Dark Side or some overpowered character. But the same thing happened with Saitama.
Yeah.
Once I got Saitama into the series, there's no one who can stop him. But I think Saitama is super fun, and the show is
Yeah.
ridiculous and makes fun of it. But the characters, the Star Wars characters, for me, I do have a lot of love for them and so much respect that I don't want to make them jokes.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
shows, at least. Probably
Yeah.
Thor.
It is.
Probably
Yeah. You
Thor.
definitely want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely want to try to get it done right. Yeah, for sure.
Especially because
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
no, continue.
Yeah.
Especially
gonna say, I didn't
because
mean
of fandom,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're super toxic. Especially the Star Wars fandom is super toxic. So you
Yeah.
have to be very careful whenever you touch a Star Wars property.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to get all the details right.
Yeah.
Can't please everyone though.
Yeah. I do have these comments about me not having continuous time coherence. Like this character
Yeah.
could not have ever get to know this other character and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, that's just crazy, man. So anyways, jumping into the next question, I just want to ask you about your creative process. How do you come up with ideas? Do you have some inspiration from TV shows, from other media? How long does it take you to put together like a project? Do you make storyboards? Do you make scripts, or do you just go with the ideas that you feel? How is it?
So my stop motion process is really similar to the way I shoot live action video. So for example, If you're in live action, you have like, you have a set and you have a lot of freedom to move around and get different angles, and then you go back and edit it later. So with stop motion, I storyboard sometimes, but not a lot. Most of the time I'll have the idea, I'll write down the idea, like the order of what's going to happen,
Okay.
but then I'll build, and then I'll build a set as big as I have room for.
Okay.
And I don't like to use green screens very much. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. I'll just build a really big set, and then I'll just move the camera around, take lots of pictures, see what angles I like,
Okay,
and
that's
then
super.
yeah. So that's kind of what I do. I like to give myself a nut, because it's hard for me to like draw my idea on paper. Like I work better with my hands, like
Okay.
kind of experimenting and then taking pictures. So, and if I make a storyboard, I'll actually do it with just toy photography. I'll just
Okay.
put them in poses,
Yeah,
take
that's a
a
super
picture.
cool approach, man. That's a
Yeah,
super
and then
cool approach. 'Cause,
yeah, that's because I like to yeah, I can draw, but like it's just it takes me so much longer to
yeah,
draw out what
I
I want the
know.
scene to look like. Because I know storyboard you got to keep them simple, but when I draw, I tend to get too detailed,
Yeah, me
and
too.
it takes too much time.
Yeah, whenever I
Yeah.
do
So
storyboards, for me it's easier to go and shoot, and I go super fast when I do have a storyboard, and I also do sometimes. But when you get into the set
yeah,
and you see what's going on, actually check this out. When you go into the set and you get everything over there, ideas just came out, and
hmm
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
easier to go with the flow that way. So yeah,
yeah,
man, that's
yeah. So
super cool.
that's what I start with. I just start with the set, and I try to make it. Um, I try to make it have at least two walls, like you're like yours
Yeah,
right now.
right.
The
This one is not
where we're
functional.
at in your studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got three walls around us. So, excuse me. We
No
got three
worries.
walls around us, so we can do a lot of different camera angles. So that's kind of how I approach things.
Yeah, man. Same here.
Yeah,
So yeah, for your biggest inspiration, what do you think it would be like? I know you are educated into
that's
filmmaking, but do you have inspiration from previous, probably one movie that was a game changer in your mind when you were a kid, or what are your biggest inspirations for making movies, especially obviously Star Wars, but apart from that, what can you tell me
hard to
about?
say. Well, yeah, Star Wars was big to get me back into stop motion. Lately, it's not necessarily Star Wars, but and I love stop motion, like like movies like Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't really find a lot of inspiration from those to like make more stop motion. Like most of my stop motion ideas would come from something that's like live action or a comic book or
Okay,
a regular book. Um, so I don't know. It's hard to. I can't really pinpoint it to one
okay.
big thing. It's a lot of little things
A lot of elements
everywhere. Like
combined, right?
yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I guess even like the stop motion movies. Sorry, I misspoke. There's definitely inspiration to come from those, but like uh to me it's like that's the final stop motion is like the final product, I guess. And so they already made a cool stop motion movie, so
There's no way to top
I'll
that,
find more
right?
inspiration from yeah. So I find more inspiration from something that hasn't been done in stop motion,
Yeah.
and then I want to make that into stop motion. Yeah.
Because you looking at your Instagram, there's like a lot of variety of content, like the ones from the wrestling. You have some Mario Bros over there, and then you have some
Oh yeah.
custom figures. You have one with Mace Windu, which I love, man. Uh, that's just so
Oh, that
pure,
was a fun
man.
one.
That was so pure, man, because it's just droids, the clean sky, and the action, and then you have some other more complicated videos like the one with Luke and Darth Vader. That one is super amazing, bro. You have some pretty cool stuff going on, and I just wanted to ask you about this
Thank you.
one, man. This is super cool, man. The Star-Lord custom guy that you put together
Oh yeah.
into a single clip over there. Do you use the space walls set? Because those look terrific.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Instagram cropped that shot. That was a wide screen before.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of my old videos, they cropped them into a square shape.
Yeah. Don't you hate it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I originally posted it was wide.
For me to think about into
Anyway,
square composition is super hard, man. I cannot get used to it.
yeah. Yeah, so that figure I actually sold him a long time ago. Yeah.
It looked like a
Yeah.
super cool space pirate.
I had a part where I was going to just sell all of my Black series, and I sold a lot of them, but then I got back into it, so I got some more again. Yeah.
I guess my
was
problem with the
yeah.
Star Wars figures is that the prices are so all over the place, you know. You can get a Darth Vader for $20, and then you can get the same Vader few years later, depending on where or when did you buy it, for $100, $200, you know. So
Yeah.
there's so many figures, and some that you want to get especially, for example, for me, I was really trying to hunt down a Captain Rex from the 6-inch line. But then that dude he just disappeared. He was just impossible to get. And you know, for me, that there are some specific characters that I want to get for some specific stories. And once you go down and get the numbers, you realize that you need to invest a lot of money just to get the figures, you know? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's a bummer. So anyways, I just wanted to jump into this right when we started the video, and I think right now is a very cool time. So for those of you guys who don't know how was our first interactions, we need to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, and that epic entry you did for the Chinoverse contest.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was fun.
it's going to be here on the screen somehow. But that video, man, that collaboration was super epic, man.
Yeah, I think we talked with you, like we had a little group chat going. Remember, it was me, you, Donnie, Flip,
and Donnie, yeah.
And oh, sorry, I'm getting a call on my phone. Yeah, so we had talked about collabing, and then who was it? It was me, you, Donnie, DGDX, and Captain McKay. We all talked about it, but then we never.
I think Donnie came out with the idea, right? I think Donnie suggested that we should do a small collaboration project where everybody does like a timeline of each turtle, right?
Yeah, but so that never
happened.
Kind of lost steam on that, but then But then your contest came out, and I was like, ooh. I asked him if he still wanted to collab. Yeah, because I knew he wanted to really do that one, but it kind of never happened. So, and he's a good guy. I like him. So we just did it together.
I think Ninja Turtles is one thing that I've been holding up as well, because I do have like ideas for like 5 episodes or something like that. So I really want to once I start with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't want to finish, you know, because I do have some ideas, especially now that we have a lot of figures. Shredder, we have Cool Cranks, we have Bebop and Rocksteady, we have a lot of characters that can go around, and yeah, man, I need to go back into that, and I really want to keep up that part of the collaboration of you and Donnie. And I want to add animation into what happened either after or before. So the after one is in the X-Men videos, where we see Donatello having the bandanas of Michelangelo, Raph
Oh, you're right.
and Leo. So I want to link that into the Chinoverse and I want to make
Okay.
more animations on that. And if you can tell, I do have the Shredder intro into the final battle, and
Yeah, I remember that.
I do want to add into that story because I just love what you guys did for the contest, man. I think that's the perfect close up for the perfect closing for the final battle and the love that people have for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That I just want to keep adding into that, man, to that storyline. So yeah, man.
Yeah. So you have to kill off Mikey basically. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I'm not sure if he's going to die before or after, and it hurts me because probably Mikey is on my top list of favorite characters as well.
Oh yeah.
Just after
Yeah.
Darth Maul, you know, he's
How it
been
was with me,
appearing
like,
in the Chinoverse for so long.
yeah,
He's
killing off
always there.
Raph was always
Super hard,
Ninja
no?
Turtles was yeah, Turtles was my very first thing I loved as a kid before Star Wars. And Raph was always my favorite, so that was hard for me to kill him off. I
Did
was
you hate
crying.
me? Did you
I
hate
was
me
crying while I
for
was
doing that kind
animating
of
it.
contest?
No, no, I think like you're saying, like it makes stories interesting when main characters die. So
Because I
it,
think it's
yeah,
just I think the boys in some of the shows like Game of Thrones and some of the shows that kill their actual main characters, I think there's something always over there that you can feel there's a risk, you know, that you could lose the
yeah,
hero and everything is going to
yeah,
change. But whenever you see He-Man on the screen, you never think he's going to die. Spoiler alert for the new series.
yeah,
But I think that's brilliant what they did over there. But for characters to go away, for example, I remember one probably one of my favorite movie scenes. I have many, but one I love a lot is the death of Optimus Prime. You know, that moment. I
mm,
remember going into the movies and watching Optimus die, and I was like, dude, these guys are fucked. They have no chance against Megatron. And I think that kind of things put the things into balance and makes you
yeah,
care as an audience, you know. And
yeah,
yeah, Mikey is going to be a hard one to make. And now that I find
yeah,
out that he's the last one, I was like, dude, probably Mike should have been the one who survived in the end in the Chinoverse.
yeah.
I just got
Dude,
Donnie
have you
because
read?
no, I haven't.
It's good. I like
I,
it. It's a
I
good
have
comic.
I have
That's
to.
the only Turtles comic I have really actually. I've read some of the old ones, but that's the only one like I've read recently is the last Ronin, and
And I think it's
it's
updated,
good.
right? Because I couldn't stand watching back Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original series. I just tried to put that
Mm.
one to my kid, and I couldn't stand it. I knew I love it when I was little, but if you try to watch an episode right now, it's just silly, man. It's just ridiculous. And I
Yeah,
think the new content for more mature audience, where they develop the characters into some of the levels of the story, that's super cool that they are able to do that. I definitely got to watch the last running, read the last running, you know, and
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man. So, anyways, for the last part of the talk, which I have been enjoying so much, man, I think
That's been awesome.
if we keep doing this, it could be like a week of the podcast, you know, like 7 days in a
Yeah.
row. I feel like I have so much to talk with you. But anyways, for the last part of the video, I want to ask you, what can you tell to the new animators? Like, for example, if somebody wants to get into stop motion right now, what would be an advice that you
Hmm.
will give to that person who's probably trying to get into figures, into cameras, or what would be a good advice that you wish someone would have tell you when you were little? I don't know. Anything you want to add to that?
It's a good question. I think I always remember to have fun with it. It's I mean, it's with toys, so I mean, you should be having fun. Uh, if you want to try to get better at your animations, I would just try to watch. I don't know, pay attention to movies that you watch, even if it's not stop motion.
Yeah.
and just look at how the camera angles are and how maybe some of the lighting is. And the first time I ever tried animating a running figure, I
Oh, dude.
didn't know where to start, and so I went to YouTube. And then searched like
Running
Usain
cycles?
Bolt running in slow motion.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even look up running cycles. I just looked up Olympic runners like running
Usain
in slow
Bolt, yeah.
motion.
Dude, that's a reference, huh?
Yeah, and so I just watched it like when his legs backwards, his other legs for like I don't know how the different legs overlap
Yeah.
their movement, and I just so I do that a lot actually. Still, I go to YouTube and watch something in slow motion just to
Okay.
see kind of how the movement's going to be, and using live action as reference is really helpful.
Really cool. Also
Yeah,
trying
and I would
to add the animation, no? Sometimes I went into very early on my life, when I was probably in high school. I got into stop motion classes, like for a summer course, and
Oh,
and
cool.
and the guy who gave that workshop, he was like, "No, you have to stand up and act the thing that you want your character
Yeah.
to do." And for me, I was like, I felt awkward. But now I think that's one of the best ways to understand the movement, to actually do it yourself.
Yeah. I do that. I do that myself. If I don't have like a live action clip to reference, I'll kind of just act it out while I'm animating it, just
Yeah.
to get it going. And one thing that I think really helped me get better was if you actually just look at my Instagram, if you go all the way to the beginning,
Okay.
that was me kind of just starting, and I wasn't the greatest, but I set a goal to post like one clip a day, or not, sorry, not a day, one clip a week.
Okay.
And I did that a little bit, and then it was maybe more like one a month or something. But I would just, like the clips you were talking about, like just a short little, try to make it cinematic, just a short little clip. And then I think setting a goal like you want to do one clip a week to post, or one clip a month, if that's what you can do. And just, I didn't really try to do long stories, which I want to try to start doing more of now. But like back then, I just focused on
Some
just learning how to
specific
do
actions,
animation
yeah.
a little better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and so I still have I really do have a lot more to learn. Like I look at some people out there, like Sampler Times or Justin Rash, or
Yeah.
to pronounce his last name, but their stuff, like, I guess I should say those are some definitely big sources of inspiration from animators, because
those are next level. Yeah.
so good. Yeah, like sometimes I'll make a clip and I'm like, oh dude, this is my best work, I can't wait. And then I turn on Instagram and they post something and I'm just like, I can't post my work, they just posted this. Like
I think it's if I can add into that, I think it's a developing skill that you need to put the hours into, because for me it happens when I look back into my older animation. I was like super proud of them, and now I can tell a lot of mistakes that I did in the past. But it's not like especially if you are a young person who wants to start into stop motion. I know probably this generation of new people struggle a lot with patience, and the stop motion is a process of patience. It takes you so long to make, and it's going to take you even longer to get good at it at some decent level. But the way to do it is just with practice. It's like going into the gym and expect to do one rep and have a six-pack. That's not the way, that's not the Jedi way.
And it's like you think of like the stop motion movies out there, like like the Pinocchio one that just came out, which I haven't seen it yet.
You
But
haven't? You should. It's super cool.
I need to. But like they do so many tests and like practice before they even film the actual movie. And I think I don't know if people who use toys to animate, if they ever do that, if they or if they just
Just
go
go
do
with the
it. But
flow,
like
yeah.
I would encourage people doing some tests before you make your actual like big long story videos, because then that way you can make your real story that you're going to post on YouTube. Like you can make
Yeah.
that even better if you test it out before. I know it takes longer and it's already long to begin with, but just doing some little tests and practicing
Sure.
that maybe you don't post it. And I think it's fine to post those tests on like Instagram, and people I think people like enjoy seeing the behind the scenes stuff too. And so it's not really a waste of time because you're
Because
learning,
you're
but then you
learning,
can
yeah.
also
Exactly.
share your tests with people too. So,
Yeah, man, that's super cool. That's super cool, bro.
yeah.
So
The biggest advice is just don't give up and just keep doing it.
Just keep
Yeah,
doing,
just do
yeah.
it. And if like
Yeah, sometimes
I'm not where I want to
overthink.
be, and
Sometimes I overthink the actions, and I'm like, no, this has to be perfect, and I give it a lot of spins on my head until I finally
Yeah.
happy with the idea. But sometimes you just have to go out there and shoot. You just need one
Yeah.
figure, one camera. That's it. Some
Yeah.
people go crazy and they expect to get the best camera, the best toy, the best script, and just go for it. That could be a good
Yeah.
advice. Yeah, man. So,
Yeah.
anyways, bro, I guess anything else that you want to talk about before we jump into saying goodbye to the amazing people who stood for this. I don't know how much been talking, but it's super joyful.
I don't know. Just I appreciate you asking me to be on here. I've been a fan of yours since probably 2012, 2013. I don't know when you started, but
Oh, dude.
I at least have
Thank
seen
you.
your stuff since then.
Thanks, man.
And no, it's been awesome, and hope we can talk some more too later in the future. And
Yeah, man, definitely. Whenever you feel we can make another one. Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely thank you to anybody who's supported my work. It's definitely encouraging when people share their thoughts, and if they enjoyed it, definitely makes you want to keep making more. And I am sorry that I haven't posted a lot of stuff like that wasn't client work, like the Darth Vader, Darth Maul. I still get some comments about asking when it's going to come out, and it's not looking good that it'll be finished. But
dude, everybody was
maybe
super
one day
hype
in the
about that
future.
one. Yeah. I hope you get the fine time.
Yeah, I really do hope I can get excited about it and rewrite it and get hype going again. Might not be for a while if that happens, but I still have those figures ready to go though. The Darth Vader, Darth Maul, they're still in the same position that I left them in 2 years ago.
That's cool, man. That's super
Yeah.
cool. That's super awesome, man. So, anyways, we need to do a lot of stuff together, man. So this is an open invitation for collaboration. I would love to do some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some Star Wars related stuff.
Yeah.
And for sure another episode, man. We need like 4 episodes to cover everything that we could talk about, And I hope people enjoy it. So anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is Chino Moreno. Give it a big show some love for Jacob. So you have YouTube and Instagram. Is there any other place that they can follow you or see more of your work?
It's just the Instagram and YouTube. Hopefully I get YouTube going a little more.
Yeah.
And but Instagram's the main place I'm at.
Especially with shorts, now that they have the short format, I think it will be super awesome for you to post something. I think actually the shorts are something that will encourage stop motion animators. And as you said before, if you post a clip a week, that will be enough because I remember putting together an episode. It takes months, and YouTube just forgets about the momentum that you have in previous videos.
Yeah.
So for animator to post monthly a project, that's super impressive, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyways, man, thank you so much for doing this with me. I'm very honored to have you over here and to hear your kind words. And I hope people get to find more about your content and follow you. So anyways, man, thank you so much. This is Chino Moreno.
Well, thank you.
So don't stop the motion, guys. Wait for the next episode to come out eventually. Tell me in the comments who would you like to see for the next episodes, and what would you like me to ask these amazing animators that have been my honor to have over here in the show. So thank you, man.
Thank you.
See you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with your like, subscription and notification bell. If you want to support a little bit more, don't forget to go to Patreon, Instagram, TikTok or Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. I am Chino Moreno and I will see you in the next video. Bye!